Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation Live Sunday Game Day Edition. Sunday, the 29th of September, winding the month and the weekend down. Good morning, everybody. Cal Johnson with CappersDirect.com. Good morning, Trent. Tuning in first. Who dat, Bob? Good morning, everybody. Hoot by night. Danny Daniels, Kathy Savage, Justice in the house. Mr. Blevins, Ryan. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big tailgate day for our viewers down in New Orleans. Derek, good morning. Stephen Prantia, good morning. Need this coffee to kick in. Need it to kick in quick. Good morning, everybody. Let's see here. Okay. Just getting my live chat up and running. So bear with me, folks, for just a second while we get it up and running. There we go. Let it log in. We are going to jump right into our regularly scheduled program. Sean, make guaranteed picks on Sunday, please. We'll take them any day of the week. Glad you were able to cash large, Steven. Awesome to hear. Neverez KC, good morning. For everybody just tuning in, Guaranteed Saturday was a big success yesterday. Buffalo and Miami of Ohio over. Was a nice winner yesterday. I don't even know what the final score was. I stopped checking after we got that touchdown with 2 minutes and change to go in the third quarter. I'm actually just popping up the final score. Ended up having 54 points scored total, so I ended up getting one more after that in the fourth quarter. With no extra point. Nice winner there, so congratulations. It's always nice winning before the fourth quarter is even started, that's for sure. So that's always a nice one. Buffalo and Miami, Ohio ended up being 54 total. We'll take it. Especially with 2 minutes remaining in the third to get a winner and be able to cash big. Always love that aspect. Sean, we've had guaranteed plays on Sunday before, either my personal play, game of the week. We've had other special one-off big guaranteed Sunday type of plays. We've had that before. Not always, but we've had it before. We've had them, that's for sure. All right. It is time. Nice call there, Ryan. Northwestern plus the points yesterday. We are going to roll right along into William tuning in. Good morning. Make sure that you have a safe travels home from the hospital this morning, William. No stress. All right, no stress. Go home, listen to those doctor's orders, and rest that ticker of yours. We are going to jump right into the game day breakdowns. I'm already yawning this morning. Guess I need to drink more coffee. Chip, good morning. Drew to the crew. Good morning. What's going on? Long time no talk, brother. Make it official guaranteed pick Sunday. It would be nice. It would be nice. The thing with making it official, Sean, is we'd have to have one that we're really willing to, step out on more than the normal one. Does that make sense? We won't just, here's the thing is we won't just put out a play and put a guarantee on it if it's something that we're not willing to step out on. More than what we do our regular plays, like our premium plays, my personal plays. So I would never want to give you guys, a special game if I'm not willing to go large on it. But I get what you're saying. It would be pretty damn cool to have it as well. Trust me, I'm on board for it, Sean. I would do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. That's for sure. Just taking a look at some things. I spent some time out at the lake yesterday. When we got off live yesterday, had to take care of some business. Had a business meeting here in the morning, and got that done. And then ended up, I got the wakeboard boat back, new motor in it. I gotta tell you, man, I think that wakeboard boat must have been running on 6 cylinders, secretly and quietly forever, man. Because, ooh, doggy, do we got some power. Drove around the lake, put a couple hours on the motor, anchored, swam, ate some good food, put my phone down and never checked the scores of the games until we got back. Good time. And you know what? It's, while we still, Ryan, I didn't see it. I didn't watch any games yesterday. I take that back. I watched Guaranteed Saturday until it was a winner on my phone while driving, running errands. Had to go pick up the boat from the boat dealership, getting a new motor put in. And that was costly. And then went to the lake. I was on the water all day long. And going to do the exact same... I seen the highlight of it on ESPN early this morning, but I was just kind of like taking the sleep out of my eyes and really didn't pay much attention to it. But I'll watch it again here a little bit later. But I plan to be back at the lake as soon as we're done here. Make sure everybody's on games. As soon as games start, it's off to the lake we go. Off to the lake we go again. Ziggy Balls, what's going on, sir? Marcus, good morning. I'll box you in the house. Yo, what's going on? Andre. Henbo Live, what's going on? Good morning to you. Mr. Raymond Bracken's Ty, good morning. Drew to the crew, I won big late last night on Utah -6. Congratulations. I'll box you another day. Absolutely. Another day, another Sunday, and it'll be in the books before you know it. Sunday will be in the books before you know it. Sunday Night Football will be off in 11 hours, so it'll definitely be over before you know it. Happy Sunday to all. Titus as well. Raymond says, heading to the Colts Oakland game. Let's go, Colts. Enjoy that game, Raymond. Be safe. Enjoy. Have fun. Me, myself, and I... And the wife and the little one, probably some more people will be down at the lake and wake surfing and wakeboarding and doing what you do out at the lake before that damn water gets too cold. I got to tell you, man, boat was down for a couple weeks while they ordered a new motor and installed a new motor in it. And, man, did that water get cold. Just a couple week difference, that water's cold now. ties heading into the Texans game. Very nice, very nice. Drew to the crew will probably break down that game here in just a few minutes. Ryan says he's heading to the couch for the Bears game. You know, Ryan, that's probably a great spot to be, is on the couch. And I wouldn't mind being on the couch snoozing right now. Yes, William, I will definitely be taking the dog with us as well. That dog loves the boat. The pup loves the boat. Well, the golden doodle, the Yorkie, not so much. Great minds think alike. Hey, I'm jealous, guys. You know, I could definitely use a couch right about now. If you're on my personal plays, they are not out yet. They will be out here in just a little bit. Needed some lines to come out in Major League Baseball as well. So my personal plays have not been released. They will be released shortly after going live. They'll be texted out to everybody. Bears wearing the old school uniforms today. Yep. Don't forget, guys, you can get 1 week of premium plays, just $99. 1 week of premium plays, $99, or a week of my personal plays. Mr. Klaus, thank you, sir. I see you just jumped on board for a week of my personal plays. I will not be sending those out, as I was saying. If you're watching live, I will not be sending those out until about a half hour after we're on the live show here. Okay. All right. What we want to do, let's do some game day breakdowns. All right. We're not going to hit all of them, but we're going to hit most of them. And we're going to have some fun with it, okay? We're going to do exactly what we did yesterday. I actually had fun with the You Call It specials. You give me the game number and the game, and I will break it down. Now, I may have an opinion on it. I may not. Just like yesterday with the Hawaii game, telling you guys, I thought Hawaii was a live dog, et cetera, and look what happened to them. I think they're still scoring like Penn State Friday night. Penn State and Hawaii are still scoring, folks. Thank you, Andre. Andre says hit that thumbs up button and the thumbs up / like button. We definitely do appreciate that, Andre. And every time you guys do hit that thumbs up or that like button, we always appreciate it. And all the love and the support as well. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified every single time we drop a video. It doesn't matter if it's a pre-recorded one, like our daily free play video, or a live show like this. Justice hit it first. Jags and Broncos, 273. You got it, sir. You got it, sir. Let me pop that one up. 273, 274. Jacksonville Jaguars, Denver Broncos. Let's take a look at the odds on this game to start. Remember, it's a little early for the money side to be updated, but I'll report what we've got. Yeah, Steven definitely missed the over in that Rice game. Close, but no cigar. Had every opportunity going into overtime, and I liked what I saw going into overtime. And one of those rare college football overtimes that ends with 3 points scored total, and that was it. Good morning, LT. All right, guys, Denver opened up as a 3.5-point favorite. That line is now down to 3. I have a feeling it's going to be lower than that. I have a feeling you're going to see 2.5, possibly 2, with some late money push on Jacksonville before that game kicks off. Total opened up at 38. It is now down to 37.5. Taking a look at the money aspect of it, let's see what we've got reported as of last night, or the last report as of this morning, or early this morning. At 4 o'clock, 71% of all against the spread bets were rolling in on the Broncos, just 29% on Jacksonville. Total of the over and under was split 50-50, as well as the money line. 73% of all money line bets rolling in on Denver as well. Leon Denton, good morning. Says, what's up? Let's roll today. Absolutely. All right, guys, we've got, Jacksonville 1-2 straight up, 2-1 against the spread, 1-2 on the over. Going up against the 0-3 Denver Broncos, the very, very, very quiet start to the year by the Denver Broncos, who are also 1-2 against the spread and 1-2 on the over as well. Broncos starting off the year with losses against Oakland, Chicago, and Green Bay, losing last week to the Packers 27-16. And then you've got the Jacksonville Jaguars, who finally got a win and a notch in that win column with a 20-7 victory last week over the Tennessee Titans. They lost the prior weeks to Houston 13-12, and they also lost to Kansas City to start the year 40-26, where they lost by two touchdowns. LT Kyle, you get to New Orleans on a Friday morning. I'm not sure if it's Friday morning or Friday evening. I gotta check. I'm not sure just yet. Titus says he's all over the Jags. Don't be shocked if they win 10 games and go to the conference. Hold on one second, guys. Drew de la Cruz says the Jags will lose today. Steve Cooley says Pats -9. That it was at 7. If you're getting -9, your book is screwing you. All right, it's -7 everywhere in Vegas. Everywhere in their mother has 7 here in Vegas. So if you're getting 9, your book's giving it to you. Raw, no lube. Seven everywhere. All right, back to these two teams. Battle of the shit. Between them, 6 games played, 1 victory. 2 overs, 4 unders. 3 covers and 3 non-covers. Jacksonville 6-0-1 against the spread. Their last 7 games on the road on more than 6 days rest. Jacksonville hasn't played since the 19th. They've gotten 10 days rest. Denver 13-29-1 against the spread. Their last 43 games at home against inefficient offenses averaging more than 16.6 yards per point. Taking a look at Jacksonville, guys, they're averaging only 19.3 points per game scored. They're averaging just 91 yards on the ground, 243 in the air. Denver, on the other hand, even worse than that, averaging only 15.3 points per game scored, 111 yards on the ground, 231 in the air. When it comes to the defensive side of things, Jacksonville holding teams to 17.3 points per game. They're limiting teams to 110 rush yards and 255 pass yards per game. Teams able to run and break that 100-yard mark, as well as getting over 250 yards passing on them every single game so far through the season. Denver, on the other hand, giving up a little more, 22.4 points per game. They're holding teams to very similar numbers, 109 yards rushing, as well as 205 yards passing. Oh, this is a clap. I love it. That's awesome, Ryan. That's awesome. I like that text message. Your kid don't like the free play today in his Bears t-shirt. Crying. That's awesome. Spot 27S says, Broncos get their first win today. Shane Russell, good morning. Sean says he got the premium picks. Yes, sir, you did. They're going to be a good one today. David, what's going on? Amos Ellis, good morning. How are you? I'm doing fantastic myself. Hopefully you're doing well as well. The real Mike Butler is here. Denver, guys, 10-0 on the under in their last 10 games against decent passing teams, averaging more than 6.8 yards per attempt. Denver, 10-0 on the under in their last 10 games against decent passing teams. The head-to-head trends. Over the total is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings between these two teams. Teams faced off in 2016, guys, with Denver beating Jacksonville 20-10. So throw all that good shit out the window. All the team trends between the two teams. Christopher Bayer, good morning. As far as my opinion on this game, it is part of our premium plays today. So I'm just you on it. It's part of the premium plays, but I'll break it down. I'll give you the juice. You never know. Maybe I give out this one for free. Exactly, Drew to the crew. That's why I said throw it all out the window. Throw it all out the window. Where's Round Robin George? Is Round Robin George Mike Butler? You guys ever notice they're never here at the same time? They both only bet parlays. Where's my buddy George? Steve Cooley Sportsbook at Pearl River Resort in Mississippi got Pats -9. You're right, Kyle. It's at 7 everywhere. That's highway robbery there, Steve. If you're getting 9 at the Pearl River Resort in Mississippi, talk about, highway robbery. That's uncalled for. Titus just give it out free. All right, somebody shoot me a game number in a game so we can give it out. Game number in a game so we can break it down. Game number in a game. Never as Casey, I can do that. Redskins and the Giants. Mike Butler always has something to say if we give out an over. But he's never here to say good job when you win lately. I don't know about that. You're only here to make a comment when the game goes under. But if it goes over or we win, you're never here to say good job. We are the Fact Show. And we do speak facts. Shane Russell likes Houston today. Kathy Savage, just remind me to do that one next. We'll do 257 next, but I'll probably forget, even though it's the next one after this one. All right, we're going to break down a couple of these. We're going to get you guys on a free play. We're going to send you guys on your merry way to enjoy your Sunday. And put some money in your pockets. Give me 1 second. Let me pop up the odds on this game, guys, and we'll get everybody rolling, okay? And Sean, if you're still watching, sir, I'm going to talk to him about doing something for you guys on Sunday as well. As I know you've mentioned quite a few times, do a guaranteed play on a Sunday. So I'll see what I can do. I'll mention it to him. You know me, I always work for you guys. Oh, Mike, I always own up to everything. I don't hide from anybody or anything. Kind of hard to get Seattle -3, Mike, when it's -5.5. Unless you're buying everything down. And if you're going to spend that much money buying it down, you should probably just take the money line. ENB90, do you have an NFL NCAA only package? It's our premium plays. There's only NFL today. Premium plays have 3 games. They're all NFL today. And with the Major League Baseball, today's the last day of the regular season, then you got the playoffs. You will see very, very, very few Major League Baseball plays because it's the playoffs. Very few games will be played. So as far as an NFL and NCAA football only package, just grab our premium plays. And be able to, grab it that way. But we don't have, a strictly, NFL or college football package. They're all part of our, premium plays and my personal plays. But I can tell you this very shortly with college football in general. They're a little behind where they start getting games on Wednesday and Tuesday. So, for instance, not this coming week, but the week after, the week of October 9th. We'll have college football starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the NFL Thursday, Sunday, Monday. And then it's not until week 11, the first week of November, where we actually have college football on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And we've got football 7 days a week. So best bet, bud, just pick up a premium play package. All right, guys. Redskins, Giants, game day breakdown at the request of Neverez KC. Game 255, 256. Giants opened up as a 2.5-point favorite. That line is now up to 3, minus $1.20. Station Casinos literally in the last 2 minutes just bumped it to 3.5 at even money. So look for that line very, very shortly to be at 3.5. Washington catching 3.5 as well. Total opened up at 46. It's now up to 48.5, although CG Technologies and the Station Casinos are holding high at 49. All right, you've got the 0-3 Washington Redskins, the 1-2 New York Giants, who are no longer using old Eli. Both teams 1-2 against the spread. However, Washington 3-0 on the overs. All right, 3 straight overs for Washington. They played Philadelphia in the beginning of the year. You remember that game. They were out to a big lead. They ended up falling and getting that late touchdown in the game to end up covering the spread in that game. But that game went over the total of 44. They had 59 points scored. 2 weeks ago, they played Dallas, had a total of 46. They got beat 31-21 with a total of 52 scored. And then last week against the Bears, they had a total of 41.5. They got beat 31-15, so 46 points scored in that one. 3 straight overs for them, whereas the Giants guys have 2-1 so far on the overs. The first game and their last game last week against Tampa Bay, they had a total of 48 that we saw 63 points scored, if you remember that. Giants got the victory 32-31 in that nail-biter. Previously, before that, their middle game against Buffalo, that game went under the total of 44.5. They scored, it was 28-14 in their loss. And then the week before that, in week 1, Giants, that game also went over. That was their first over of the year. Total was 44. I think they scored 52 points. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 35-17 final in that game. Trace Perry premium plays they won the very first two. Started out fantastic, went 2-2 on the day in premium plays. Guaranteed Saturday was a winner. We hammered home the TCU over. TCU did it almost all by themselves. We also had Minnesota laying 1.5. They got the job done against Purdue. Then we had Louisiana Tech, and then the over in Western Kentucky, and we just couldn't get any scoring going in that second half of the UAB Western Kentucky game. 2-2. But we hammered home Guaranteed Saturday with a huge win on the over in the Buffalo, Miami of Ohio game. Back to the game day breakdown. Redskins guys averaging 21 points per game. Horrible ground game. Averaging just 48 yards rushing the ball on 17 attempts on average through 3 games. 288 yards in the air, which shockingly they still put up 21 points per game. Same thing with the Giants, averaging 21 points per game. However, they're getting the job done with 117 yards rushing the ball and 291 in the air. On the defensive side of things, both giving up roughly the same amount of number. Both giving up the exact same average points, 31.3. The defensive numbers are very similar. However, New York has been getting shredded in the passing game, and they got shredded against Dallas, Buffalo, and Tampa Bay. Both teams giving up 31.3 points per game. The Redskins have not been able to defend the run. They're averaging giving up 142 yards on the ground per game and 261 in the air. They're averaging giving up over 400 yards of offense so far through 3 games. The Giants guys, even worse than that, averaging giving up 460 yards of offense to opposing teams. The Giants are getting run on an average 128 yards per game on 32 attempts. And roughly the same passing attempts, giving up 332 yards a game. They're average giving up over 10.1 yards per passing completion. All right, guys. Huge there. Washington 6-1 against the spread on the road against ill-fated teams with a turnover differential of worse than negative 0.4 turnovers a game. The Giants guys are 0-6-1 against the spread at home against ill-fated teams with a turnover differential of the exact same margin. All right, and Washington is 10-0 on the over on the road on less than 6 days rest. Mark Blevins loves the barbershop talk. Justice, I know you won't have time for it, and I know you don't like promoting clowns, but I want to hear the barbershop talk. I know you do. Justice, and I hate promoting douchebags, if you know what I mean. But we'll definitely we need to have some barbershop talk. Maybe tomorrow, because I've got something funny to say. People trying to flex muscles when they really have none in this industry. It's actually comical. So we'll do it, Justice. We'll do it tomorrow morning. I'll go live tomorrow morning, Monday morning. We'll break down Monday Night Football. We'll discuss everything that happened on Sunday, and then we'll jump into barbershop talk because it's going to be a funny one. It's definitely going to be a funny one. We'll wait until Monday morning to do it. We'll get Monday started off right, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Ryan, he buys it down as many points as his book will allow him to, which the average person can't do. Last two times these teams faced off. Last year, twice, October 28th and December 9th. The Giants won the later of the two on December 9th. Giants won on the road in Washington 40-16. That game went over. And then the Redskins won in New York October 28th, 11 months ago. They won 20-13. Justice, that's what you wanted to hear. We will discuss it tomorrow. It's actually comical. I mean, it really is. It really is. It just shows how dumb some people are. Under the total is 13-3 in this meeting, or in this head-to-head matchup, guys. The last game did go over. However, under is 13-3 historically between these two teams. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one more second. Joe Johnson, okay, and it's only done on Saturday? Oh, is there a guaranteed Saturday every week? Yes, guaranteed Saturday is, I didn't see your first comment. Guaranteed Saturday is as the name applies. Only on Saturday. Sorry, reading text message. But yeah, Joe, Sean was asking if we'd ever have a guaranteed Sunday type of thing, and we have. We have had guaranteed plays on Sunday. My personal plays of the week have been on Sunday. The company has also put out some, and we'll work on one for you guys in the future. But it's got to be something that we're willing to step out on. But guaranteed Saturday, as the name applies, is only on Saturdays. I don't know, Mike. I don't have all my viewers' whereabouts. He's probably with his family. He's probably out on his boat enjoying life, fishing. Thank you, Who Dat Bob says. Don't forget to pound the like button. Hold on one second, guys. I need to text this client real quick. Almost done, folks. Then we're going to finish some game day breakdowns for you guys. All right, I'm back. Or sipping coffee, watching on the wrong account. Could be. Could be. I talked to him just the other day. All right, guys. I don't remember who asked for it, but I know somebody asked for the very next game. Who was it that asked for the Chargers and the Dolphins game? Not sure why we'd want to break down this one. It is the Dolphins, the 0-3 Dolphins, 0-3 straight up, 0-3 against the spread, 1-2 on the over. Kathy, okay, no problem. We'll hit it. No problem doing it. Chargers 1-2 straight up, 1-2 against the spread, 1-2 on the over. Taking a look at the odds of this game. Game 257, 258 for anybody who's looking for that game number. Line opened up. Chargers laying 16. That line has now been bet down to 14.5. I do see it at 15 still at the William Hill and Books, CG Technologies, and Station Casinos. Everywhere else has it at 14.5 here in Vegas. Total opened up at 45. It is now down to 43.5. Just about everywhere. However, the MGM and the D Casino are still holding strong at 44. Taking a look at the money aspect of this game. 66% of the betting public are rolling on Miami and the Dolphins against the spread. Yes, I said that correctly. 66% of all against the spread bets are coming in on the Dolphins, plus the points. 52% are on the under, and 70% of all money line bets coming in are on the Chargers. Big Tom Weiner, what's going on? Edward, what's going on, sir? Taking a look at the Chargers, the 1-2 Chargers, rolling 2 straight losses after a win over the Colts in Week 1, beating them 30-24. They covered the spread in Week 1, and then 2 straight losses. They blew the game against the Lions, 10-13 with that late Phillip Rivers pick in the end zone. Phillip Rivers was doing Phillip Rivers things not only 2 weeks ago when we had them against Detroit, but last week against the Houston Texans as well, where they lost 27-20. That game also stayed under the total of 49.5. This week they get Miami. All right, guys, Miami, Week 1 got smashed 59-10 against the Ravens. 2 weeks ago against the Patriots, 43-0. And then last week against the Cowboys, 31-6 on the road in Dallas. Now they're at home for 2 straight games against the Chargers and the Redskins. Chargers, guys, 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games versus an opponent after playing the Cowboys. The Cowboys usually mentally beat down their opponents right before the Chargers get them. Miami, guys, 2-8 against the spread. Their last 10 games against lesser passing defenses yielding more than 6.7 yards per attempt. And the Chargers, guys, 9-0 on the under, revenging a loss. All right, Chargers 9-0, revenging a loss. Don't forget, these teams they did not play last year. They played back a little over 2 years ago, September 7th of 2017, and the Dolphins beat the Chargers 19-17. A lot of things have changed, but one thing has remained the same. Phillip Rivers is still at the helm for the Chargers. They're always off, Glenn, because he buys everything down, like, drastically. Reginald, what's going on, sir? How are you? Thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining us. As far as don't forget, it's supposed to be very, very, very windy today down at Hard Rock Stadium down there in Miami, Florida. All right? It's supposed to be windy. I have not seen an updated weather report for this morning, but this was the extended forecast not too long ago, and I even checked yesterday morning, and it was still calling for winds, sustained winds from 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 30. So, Brandy, if you're buying now, just took the Chargers money line. Love it. Thank you, Mike. Always. I appreciate it, brother. And you know me, I got no problem calling a spade, and calling somebody out or picking up the phone and calling or texting them saying, WTF. I don't want to curse and say that F word, but you know, as far as this game, the Chargers and the Dolphins go, a lot of sharp money is on the Dolphins. A lot of sharp money is on the Dolphins. let's take a look at some of the stats so far through 3 games. Edward, a sailor that doesn't curse. Oh, no, I curse. We're just live, so trying to refrain from the F word while live. YouTube frowns upon it. Oh, but you know, there's a sailor mouth here. Born, tested, and true. Let's take a look at these numbers, guys. Chargers averaging 20 points per game on offense. They're averaging 112 yards on the ground, 297 in the air. The problem with the Chargers has been Phillip Rivers getting beat. Lions game, for example. They should be, not to say that, Matthew Stafford and the Lions wouldn't have marched down and got the last word in that game with, under 2 minutes to go. Phillip Rivers threw a pick in the end zone in week 2 into essentially triple coverage over the back shoulder of a receiver who was cutting across the end zone, and it was behind him. His own receiver didn't even have a chance to defend that ball from getting intercepted. Phillip Rivers doing Rivers things, holding the team down because their numbers on offense and defense are right up there and where, they should be competitive. They should definitely be competitive today. So let's take a look at the rest of those numbers. Chargers averaging 112 yards rushing the ball. They're averaging 5.2 yards per rush. They're averaging 297 yards in the air. They're averaging 7.7 yards per completion. They average going 26 of 39 every single game so far through 3 games. Miami, on the other hand, they're averaging 5.3 points scored per game. They're averaging 45 rush yards a game, 177 passing yards per game. Now, here's where it's going to matter. Let's take a look at the defensive side of things. The Chargers' numbers are not far off, from where they should be. Chargers, they average giving up 21.3 points per game. They give up 112 rush yards, which, is part of the course for, the NFL. That's not a solid, running defense. They average giving up 252 yards in the air. It's an average number. They need to get a little bit better at the deep threat and defending the deep passes. However, they're probably not going to see too many of them that are going to be successful coming out of Miami today. Miami, on the other hand, the average giving up 44.3 points per game to opposing offenses. All right, teams are averaging 209 yards rushing every single game against Miami. The Chargers average 21 rushing attempts per game at 5.2 yards per carry. Look for that number to be at 35 rushing attempts when the Chargers are all said and done today. Maybe even more. Teams can run at will against Miami. They can also pass at will. All right, teams are averaging going 21 of 29 for 291 yards per game in the air, averaging over 10 yards per completion. Now, I've always said this. It doesn't matter what teams, playing. It doesn't matter what team's playing. Laying 14 points, laying 14 and a half points is a lot of points in the NFL. These are still professional players. All right, Miami has dumped some of the bad apples that don't want to be there. They say they just want to be on a winning team. They don't want to play for Miami, et cetera, et cetera. They've already gotten rid of a lot of the bad apples. The people that want to be there, they want to play. And, they want to do, what they're going to do. However, when I say that it being a lot of points, if I was going to bet this game, and let me put that disclaimer out there, and I'm not, but if I was, I would take the Chargers this week. I think Phillip Rivers shreds them. I think the fact that the Chargers are able to average through 3 games 112 yards on the ground, and they only run the ball 21 times a game. They're not a big running team, and they're still averaging 5.2 yards per carry. So going up against a team that's been giving up over 200 yards a carry or 200 yards a game, look for the Chargers to run the shit out of the ball, which is just going to open up that play-action pass for Phillip Rivers to do what he does best, chuck that ball 30, 40 yards downfield and look for the Chargers to have their second win of the season, and it probably be a big one. Oh yeah, Andre, I did hear that as well. He is limited today, but he will be playing, supposedly. So they say. No problem, Kathy. No problem at all. And for everybody that's new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. That way you get notified every single time we go live. You'll be notified. Every single time we drop a video, you'll be notified. So hit that subscribe button. And if you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free content 7 days a week, 365 days a year, do us a favor. Hit that big thumbs up button. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work because we certainly do appreciate it when you guys do as well. If you're on our premium plays are already posted. 3 NFL premium plays already loaded into the website. You get instant access as soon as you purchase. It's always a good time. Now, my personal plays. If you're on my personal plays, Tom, give me a breakdown. LT 275, 276. No problem. I think I got a feeling which game that one is. If you're on my personal plays, they will be texted out to you guys in approximately a half hour, maybe a tad bit more. We'll go break down that one for LT real quick. Game 275, 276. How did I know? That was Dallas and New Orleans. Cowboys, Saints. Cowboys 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread, 2-1 on the over. Saints 2-1 straight up, 1-2 against the spread, and 2-1 on the over. Dallas so far with wins over the Giants, beating them 35-17, over the Redskins 31-21, and Miami 31-6 last week. Now, the Saints, win-loss, win. They got back in the win column last week with a win over the Seattle Seahawks 33-27. They lost to the Rams 27-9, and they beat the Texans in week 1 30-28. 2 of their games have gone over, which is exactly the same as the Cowboys. All right, let's take a look at some stuff. Let's take a look at the odds here. Let me scroll down here because they're at the bottoms. Dallas opened up as a 1.5-point favorite. It is now up to 2.5. Saints catching 2.5 at home. No Drew Brees. Total opened up at 45. Total is now up to 47.5. Saints, guys, is 10-0 against the spread versus an opponent after playing the Dolphins. Dallas is just 14-27-1. 14-27-1 out of their last 42 games against weak rushing defenses, yielding more than 4.7 yards per carry. And the Saints, guys, is they're 36-16-1 in their last 53 games at home against decent scoring teams, averaging 24 points per game or more. So a plus 20 on the win column there. Taking a look at the stats and the numbers. Dallas averaging 32.3 points per game. They're getting the job done with 179 yards rushing on the ground, and that's against teams like the Giants, the Redskins, and the Dolphins, who have been allowing opponents to just run the crap out of the ball against them. So not surprising to see that one. However, Dallas is also averaging over 300 yards in the air, which has been a shock to me, to be able to see Prescott average over 300 yards passing per game so far through 3 games. But the beginning of the season has been padded against the Giants, the Redskins, and the Dolphins. So that number is not too surprising. Any quality quarterback should probably be able to average that numbers against those 3 teams. The Saints, guys, averaging 24 points per game, 98 yards rushing the ball, and 242 in the air. When it comes to the defensive side of things, where Dallas has been great at, has been holding teams to 14.7 points per game, but they really haven't been tested by a high-flying offense, and we're going to see what happens today against the Saints. Dallas only giving up 14.7 points per game. They're holding teams to 90 yards rushing per game and 246. But that 90 yards rushing has been against the Giants. Yeah, they had Saquon Barkley. And then against the Redskins as well as the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are not averaging nearly anything on the ground. So in the air, Dallas gives up 246 yards per game in the air on average. When it comes to the Saints, they're giving up 14.2 points per game, 135 on the ground. So teams have been able to effectively run the ball against the Saints. And I look for Dallas to do the exact same thing today. Open it up, put 30 plus rushing attempts on the ground against the Saints defense that gives up 135 yards rushing and 5.1 yards per carry on average. And the Saints also have been getting shredded in the air, giving up over 302 yards per game in the air. Edward says a lot of tight lines compared to the first few weeks. Yes, books, it's always like that. Books close up those lines and tighten them up starting in week 3 and week 4. Tom says, I feel like the Browns are just still the Browns. Haven't proved me wrong yet. Nope, Browns are still the Browns. And Browns are doing Browns things. And Vegas is generally right most of the time. And betting against them anyways, at least Vegas is. You go look at the season win total, and that'll tell you a lot about the Browns. Go look at what Vegas had for the season win total. Investigate that one. And that will and find out which 6 games they're supposed to win on the season. That'll tell you a lot. All right, guys? Now, these two teams have faced each other recently. They faced off last November 29th to be specific, with Dallas getting the job done in Dallas, 13-10 in a low-scoring game. Home teams are 4-2 straight up and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 meetings in this head-to-head series. They did not play in the year 2016 or 2017, so there was a 2-year break in those numbers as well. The last 2 meetings have gone under. Previously, the 3 before that have gone over. The home team has won the last 4 straight. All right, guys, the last 4 straight, the home team has won. Now, this is part of our premium plays, so I can't give that one out, but it is part of our premium plays. Who knows? Maybe I'll give this one out for free. Maybe I won't. Maybe we'll give out something else. But this one is part of our premium plays. Now, who had the other one? Somebody else asked for another game. Let's jump right into one more. Then we're going to get you guys on a free play. We'll do 253 and 254. Mr. Infamous Weiner requesting it. Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens. As well as William. William also. Yes, you did, brother. Texted me. LT getting ready to tailgate. Rio C, yo, what's going on? Mike Butler, don't give out an over. I'm probably going to give out an over until Mike stops caring what type of free play we give out. I already told him. I think we're just going to give out an over every single time. Tony Brewer, good morning. Jermaine Reed, what's going on? There's Alex. What's going on, Alex? Alex, how'd you like Guaranteed Saturday yesterday? Hey, Tom Weiner, it's funny, the text that you sent me, I get very similar text messages from other people on the same subject. J. Lisa Reed, good morning. All right, let's get this game day breakdown going so I can get you guys on a free play. Alex, now it's time for Guaranteed Sunday. I wish we had something. I wish we had something like that every single Sunday as well. I know I've had a lot of requests in the last couple weeks for it. Edward, tell Tom not to worry. It's not contagious. Edward, do you know what the subject is that we're talking about? You probably do. LT, man, Kyle, you the GOAT, Cappers game. Thank you, sir. Actually looking forward to the New Orleans trip. Really looking forward to it, LT and Who Dat Bob. Me and my wife are definitely looking forward to it. She's never been there. I've never been there. I don't think she's ever been to a football game either. So she's going to be in for a treat. But no, we'll be down there 1 month. Less than 1 month. 4 weeks away, baby. 4 weeks away, we'll be there. Four weeks away, and we'll be invading your tailgate party. I can't wait, actually. I'm actually really excited. Baltimore, Cleveland, guys. 253, 254. Hold on, I popped up, made my screen full size here. That ain't going to work. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time to be able to meet you guys all and go down there and see your Saints play in LSU. All right, odds on this game. Baltimore opened up as a 5-point favorite. It's been bet to 7. Baltimore is now laying 7 everywhere across the board. Total opened up at 46.5. It is now down to 45.5 in most places. However, William Hill just stepped out literally in the last minute and dropped it to 45. All right, a big bet came in on the under 45.5 at William Hill, and William Hill just dropped it to straight to 45. When you're taking a look at the money aspect of this game and to see where all the money's lying, as of right now, the spread at 7, it's pretty even at 50-50. 50% of all the bets coming in against the spread are taking the 7 and the touchdown with Cleveland. The other 50% are laying the 7 on the Ravens. As far as the money aspect of the total, 81% all rolling with the over. However, that line keeps dropping. Line's dropping. 81% of all the public bets coming in, which are a lot smaller bets than the average sharp bet, are coming in on the under. However, are coming in on the over, whereas the sharps are pounding the under on this one. All right, 71% of all money line bets coming in are rolling on the Ravens. Brandon, y'all are going to love New Orleans. I'm from down that way. Can't wait. Can't wait. LT says party in New Orleans after every Saints game. We're definitely looking forward to it. I definitely can't wait. It's going to be a good time. Wish I could speed it up and we can make it next weekend. Cleveland, 8-2 against the spread their last 10 games on the road. Against the spread. Versus an opponent before playing the Steelers. Cleveland 1-2, 1-2 against the spread, 1-2 straight up, 1-2 on the over. Baltimore 2-1 straight up, 1-2 against the spread, 2-1 on the over. So far, the Ravens beat the Dolphins in Week 1. They also beat the Cardinals in Week 2, 23-17, in a closer game than it should have been. And then they lost last week, 33-28 to the Chiefs. The other side of the field, the Cleveland Browns lost in Week 1, 43-13 to the Titans when Mariota shredded them. They beat the Jets 23-20 when Sam Darnold had mono, And then they lost to the Rams last week, 20-13. Dr. Franco in the house. There's a name we haven't seen in a while. Thanks for tuning in, Dr. Franco. Road teams are 11-12 straight up and 16-7 against the spread, dating back 23 games. 16-7 against the spread for the road teams. Tiny's new and used homes. I'm not sure. Well, it's through coming out from MGM. So one of their properties in Biloxi they're putting us up at, and then they're providing transportation. But so I can go tailgate and do all that, we're going to rent a car and drive down early. But I don't even know what hotel they put us at, what casino they put us at. So we may stay a night down in New Orleans too. Skip the casino the last night. And that Sunday night and stay down there. We'll see. Cleveland 8-2 against the spread, like I was saying, on the road before playing Pittsburgh. Baltimore 8-18 against the spread at home against poor teams with a 40% or less winning percentage. Ravens' problem is they played down to competition at home. All right, they've gotten relaxed. And that's why you see that number of 8-18. 8 wins out of the last 26 when they're playing a lesser caliber team that's got a 40% or less winning percentage. Taking a look at the numbers, because this is where it's really going to matter, all right, is taking a look at the numbers. The Browns averaging 16.3 points per game, still struggling to put it in the end zone, averaging only 89 yards a game running the ball, and 241 yards in the air passing the ball with Baker Mayfield. The Ravens, on the other hand, averaging 36.7 points per game in their high-flying offense that is averaging 217 yards per game rushing the ball. Although, a lot of that's Lamar Jackson getting the job done on the ground as well. And 295 yards passing the ball. And it's funny, to the scouts and the critics that said that this kid was only a one-dimensional running quarterback, the fact that so far 3 games through the season he's averaging 295 yards in the air just shows what a dual threat quarterback that he is. He's averaging 8.3 yards per completion so far. Princess Chacho, if I'm close, I will. But we're gonna be. I think Biloxi's an hour or 2 hours away. I'm not sure. I forgot what somebody said. So. Plus, I'll probably have some goodies to give my friends down there. Now, on the defensive side of things, Cleveland's holding teams to 20.2 points per game. They're holding teams to 102 rushing yards per game, as well as 213 in the air. So the Cleveland defense has been, not to say top notch, because they're not. They've only got 1 win on the year. But their numbers have been holding teams in check, keeping the games competitive, with the exception of that first game of the season. The Rams game was competitive. They lost by 7 points against the Rams. Brandon, about an hour and some change? Okay. Glenn W. Kyle, you're going to love the Saints in the Wild and Wooly Dome. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. I'm looking forward to that, as well as the LSU game the day before. Auburn and LSU should be a wild time. Taking a look at the Ravens on defense. Holding teams to 20 points per game, under 3 touchdowns. Limiting teams to 60 yards rushing per game. Granted, teams haven't been rushing the ball as much against them, but that's against the likes of the Dolphins, which, that's part of the course. It's basically the Dolphins number there. I don't think the Dolphins are averaging 60 rushing yards a game. I think it's in the 50s. Against Arizona, as well as the Kansas City Chiefs. Steven Esposito, we need Kyle to go live with a bet at the game. That would be wild. LT, their tickets are supposed to be from the casino on Sunday. Mike, I've driven over it. I've driven past. I've driven over that bridge, but I've never had to stop, other than for fuel. Back to the Ravens on defense. Holding teams to 20 points per game, 60 yards rushing, as well as. But they've been getting shredded in the air. They've been giving up 290 yards in the air, 8 yards per completion against the Dolphins, the Cardinals, and the Kansas City Chiefs. They got a win over Arizona, but it was close. Arizona made a game out of it late, and they held them in check, which was not good to see. And then they lost to Kansas City, but it was definitely close. They didn't get blown out or nothing like that. And who dat, Bob? Yes, the LSU Auburn game is setting up to be a big one. It definitely is. It definitely is, that's for sure. To the 80K in upstate New York. We're in upstate. I spent a lot of time up in the Oneida area. I've never been to that park. I don't even know how to pronounce it. What is it? Adirondack Park. But I spent a lot of time on Oneida as well as Champlain. I've done a lot of fishing on Lake Champlain, which is not far from where you just posted. I've been up to Waddington and Watertown. Spent a lot of time up there in Lake Ontario. Justice, yes, she's going to get too much football. That's for sure. I don't know what I'm going to have to... Yes, Glenn, I was just looking. I forgot I actually have it on my desk. The Bay Ravage, whatever it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Give me a hand grenade when you get to New Orleans. It's a drink that put me on my ass. I like those. But yeah, it's Justice. You're right. It's gonna be too much football for the wife, and gonna have to do something. Definitely gonna have to do something special for her. Take her on another trip where there's no football included. Sometimes she's watching these shows, and it's 7:30, so the little one might be getting up. She might be getting up, making her coffee back at the house. So if she is watching, I do apologize, honey, for the football that we're going to be watching in New Orleans, but I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, who wouldn't be excited about Auburn and LSU? And then the Saints, even though they're playing the Cardinals. I mean, get to watch Kyler Murray. As far as betting this game goes, as far as betting the Ravens and the Browns, the fact, there's a couple facts that stand true. That the road team, first of all, is 16-7 against the spread. The Browns are also 8-2 against the spread their last 10 games on the road before playing Pittsburgh. Well, before their opponents playing Pittsburgh. Oh man, look at it. Hey, I need my billboard on that the Dudley DeBosier billboard, the 444-444 right outside the dome. Under that bridge, tailgaters. I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm jealous. Beau Rivage. You know me. I'm going to mispronounce everything, especially when I'm down in that country. No, I'm definitely looking forward to it. But as far as betting this game goes, which I'm not, I don't have anything on it as of yet. You never know, it may end up being a personal play of mine here in a little bit. It's one that I do have on the board. But if I do bet on it, I'm going to take the dog plus the 7. But as of right now, it's not a play, just so you guys know. But if I was going to, it would be the dog plus the 7 points. I think 7 points is a lot, especially for a team. Yeah, they got blown out by Tennessee, but, you know, they held strong against the Rams. They got the job done against the Darnold list team with mono. And the Ravens. I think the Ravens set themselves up in week 1 for a major letdown. They came out against, the Dolphins, and they shocked the world. I mean, we all knew the Dolphins sucked. But when they beat them 59-10, they gave a lot of sports bettors, mainly the public, false hope. And it's one of the reasons why you see the sharps betting against them. So there's that one. But what I want to do now is I want to get you guys on a free play, send you guys on your merry way. I have to make a couple phone calls to confirm a little bit of info on one game. The Jets will be the new Browns or the Dolphins. They're probably not far off, Ryan. You're correct about that one. You're correct about that one. They've always been competitive, but still... those tailgating pictures got me jealous, guys. LT headed to the game. We're in number 94. Going to give you guys... We've been giving out personal plays. Going to give you guys a premium play today. I'm going to attempt. I can't promise you that I'm going to go live later. Because I am taking the family back out on the lake. For everybody that doesn't know, I was out on the lake yesterday. Got a little color. As you can see, you guys can tell when I'm out on the lake. My forehead's red. The top of my head's red. Got a little sun yesterday. Going back out on the lake. That's a good idea. You never know. I may go live for a couple minutes from the lake and give you guys a play a little bit later. Just depends what time we get out there and down on the water and get situated. And the cats have your sunscreen. Yes, I need to. I'm very, very, very bad about the sunscreen. And I'm already, wife's already making me an appointment at the dermatologist to get a couple little black marks checked out. Because skin cancer does run in the Johnson family, and I've always been bad, especially on my face, putting sunscreen on, which I know you're supposed to. So, but no, yesterday it's I don't know if it was just the humidity or what, but man, the sun was definitely. And it wasn't even hot out yesterday. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful, gorgeous out yesterday. Water's cooling off, which sucks, but the sun seemed to be a lot hotter. All right, free premium play time. We've already broken down this game. Matter of fact, we broke down 2 of the 3 premium play days. Yeah, Alex, do you have a TV on the boat? I've got a Supra wakeboard boat, so no TV. But what I do have this bad boy. I do have the iPad Pro. And I could watch a game, but I'll be honest, when on the water with the little one, wake surfing, I don't turn it on when I'm out there with them. I try not to. I'll check a score every now and then, occasionally. a lot of times we're already, running down the lake where I don't have service. So we'll go anchor. The little one loves, and believe it or not, funny story. And then I'll give you guys a free play here in just a second. I just, we've wakeboarded and all of that stuff. And I just started wake surfing. And if you guys have never wake surfed, man, I surfed as a kid growing up. I'm a Santa Monica Beach baby growing up, and spent all my time at Ventura Beach and camping at Carpinteria, and surfing the little whitewash there, and surfing down in Ventura Beach growing up, all through high school. And to be able to surf and not have to go to the beach, and yeah, you're behind a boat riding the wake, but it's absolutely amazing. If you've never been able to do it, you should. Or come out and we'll do it behind my boat. But quick story, the very first day that I did wake surf, which was the day the motor blew on the boat, which we just got back yesterday. My second time out there, my little, she's not even 4 yet, she's 3.5, or she'll be 4 in November, so almost 4 in a month. Month and a week, she'll be 4. She finally had enough of watching me and a buddy of mine wake surf, and she hopped in the water when she see the board and the rope get thrown to me, and she says, "Nope, I'm coming with you, Daddy." And she hopped in the water, and we've got a video and pictures of me wake surfing with my little 3-year-old on the board with me, which was a lot of fun. So even when we're anchored and just swimming, I put the board in the water, and she swims on it and paddles and learning to stand and balance and all that fun stuff. So I don't take the TV out very much, not TV, but the iPad out very much. But no, my goal is to have her on the surfboard all by herself next year. So that's the goal next year. She'll be on the surfboard all by herself. This year, she's already done it once with me, and she's like a hawk. She's like, okay, the board's over there. She sits next to the board. She holds the fin in the boat, holding the fin. And if you throw that rope in the water, she's in the water saying, "Nope, I'm going with you." Yeah, she's getting too big too fast. Ryan, mine's still learning to swim, but life jackets, always in the boat. She's always got a life jacket on. And, I've always, even in the pools, we've got a pool. Always had the one that went around here. It looked like your arms are in floaties, so it holds them upright. But in the boat, I stopped using that one, even though it's Coast Guard approved. I went out and bought a Hyperlight for her. It's a zip up double buckle. It's got a grab handle in the back, and it tucks through the legs. That way it can never come off. And if you lift her up, the jacket can't go above her shoulders. So she's learning, and that one is actually cut perfectly around the armpits. So it's allowing her to learn to paddle and use her arms while swimming, because obviously, kids don't like to use their arms while swimming. So Joseph says, "Good morning, Kyle. Big Joe Capper is back. Glad to have you back. Just in time for a free play." So, but yeah, no, she's growing up fast, way too fast if you ask me. It's actually, I can't believe she'll be 4 in a little over a month. But no, I'll have her, hopefully she'll wake surf again with me today. We didn't yesterday. We didn't have that flagger in the boat. We didn't have an observer in the boat. It was just me, my wife, and my little one. So we'll bring the puppy today, and she can be the observer and the flagger. 16 months already, Ryan? Yeah, they're before you know it, she'll be 2, and then she's 3, and then she's telling you, "No, Daddy, I don't want to do this," at 3.5. "No, Daddy, give me your phone." So if you ever guys get a random text message from me, it's probably my little one playing on my phone. Gotta have another one. Yes, but getting up there in age to have another one. And we're finally at the point where we can leave her with family and go have a date night. All right, let me just double check. Yeah, that's a scary one, Ryan. Let me just double check the odds, make sure nothing's changed since we did break down this game. It is the Jacksonville and Denver Broncos game. I know some of you are probably on the same side as us. The others are not, because I've already seen you guys post on it in the live chat earlier. And this line's shifting, guys, so you guys be careful. Edward, nuh-uh. I got too many pew-pews, if you know what I mean. You're gonna have some stern talking there. There's gonna be no dating there. Not for as long as I can control it. All right, guys, free premium play, Jacksonville +3. If you get it at 2.5, I advise getting it at 3. That's what we gave it out as a premium play. And, yeah, there'll be no dating. Not until she's at least 26. Not until she's at least 26, so. I figure that's an okay number. 26, hell, I mean, 26 should all be old. Another 22 years from now, what'll all be? 60? It's a good number. She can start dating when I'm 60. Never? Exactly. I know, Ryan. Good luck with that one, huh? William texts me, not till she's 40. I won't even probably be alive at that point. Hope I will be. I think 26 is a good age. Absolutely. Let's go Jags. Premium play for you guys. Enjoy that free play. If you're on my personal plays, remember, I'll be texting them out in roughly a half hour. They'll go out in roughly a half hour. If you're not on our premium plays, that's one of them. We still got 2 more NFL premium plays. We're working on a 4th premium play. That'll be Major League Baseball. If it happens, we'll send out an email to every single one of our premium play members letting you know to log back in so that way you don't miss it, okay? So just keep an eye out on your emails. That way you don't miss it. Edward, you have 4 boys, so it's going to make it tough for her. Yeah, the 4 boys and boys everywhere. 4 is a blessing. Chido 26 sounds good to you as well. I figure it's a good number. It's a good number. Do I trust the Jags QB? I mean, it's the NFL. I don't trust anybody's quarterback these days. Antonio Brown wants to be the next Kaepernick. At least Kaepernick, you know, regardless if I agree or disagree with what he's doing. Okay, Ryan, I trust Brady. I trust Brady to play a smart game. I don't think there's another quarterback in the league that I trust. So there's the one exception. You got me there. But regardless of what, Kaepernick, if I agree or disagree with, the way he went about things, he's out of the league and, he's doing it gracefully. Yeah, he's making money on Nike and preaching his cause. And is he ever going to get a start? No. He says he trains, 5-6 days a week. He's in the best shape of his life. And, he's ready for a call. Is he ever going to get that call? No. No, I don't think that he will. I don't think that he will. Do you really think Denver will go 0-4 at home? I didn't say Jags money line. I said Jags +3. I think the game's going to be decided by a field goal. Edward, I agree. I'm sure he would love to be on the field. That's every kid's dream. That's every player's dream is to be on the field. Okay, XFL might call, but not the NFL's not calling. The NFL's not calling. I would love to see him get a call back up, and then you can find out, what a trashy quarterback he really is. I don't think his skill level is at the NFL level, or some of these teams would probably eventually venture out and sign him. Put him on a practice squad, or something. But no, he's blacklisted. Is he better than some of the quarterbacks that are starting today? I would say that he was better, but is he better today? there's no telling because he hasn't played in how many years. So, no, he's not better than any of the quarterbacks playing today because we haven't seen him play in a couple years. Was he a great quarterback? No. Was he a decent one? Yes. Was he better when he started than some of the other starters and backups in the league? Yes. And he should have just kept his mouth shut and signed that extra year. You know, and he never was better than, you know, a top level quarterback. And that's why he's not in the league. Zero backlash for, you know, the team's going to get. And he's here making money with Nike. Justice, I'm right there with you on that one. I definitely can see that one going over. I really do. I actually like that. All right, guys, enjoy that. Take it, Uncle Rico. That mustache, baby. That mustache. Exactly, Edward. It's work. Shut up. Earn your paycheck. I mean, you work for an employer, so don't insult them. Thank you for joining our channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. As far as the Cowboys and the Saints game, I do have a premium play on that one, so I can't give out my opinion on that one, but I do think it'll be a great game, and I did give some good hints away during my breakdown. If you rewind, I did break that game down. I forget how far into the program it was, but we did break that one down. But yeah, I mean, you work for somebody. I work for Cappers Direct. I get away with quite a lot, but I can't come, here and preach my beliefs and put down the company that signs my paycheck, and expect to be employed. Justice, have a great day. Kyle, enjoy the lake. Thank you. Thank you. And let's make some money today, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thank you for joining in. We'll be live again tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern. Sorry, not 6:30 Eastern. 9:30 in the morning Eastern time, 6:30 Pacific. Breaking down Monday Night Football, taking a look at some Major League Baseball playoffs and what to expect with a wild card, as well as some barbershop talk that you guys are going to want to hear. It's going to be a fun time tomorrow. So, good luck, everybody. Let's make some money. Any questions, give us a call. Going to leave you with a little laugh, because remember, guys, at Cappers Direct with me, it's always Cinco de Mayo, right? And remember, guys, it's Sunday. I know a lot of you guys are going to indulge in some adult beverages. I probably will as well. So don't drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid. Be safe. No drinking on the water if you're going to be out on a boat like myself. And enjoy that free play. Let's make some money. Get the free plays back in the win column. And premium plays, guys, last day for that special. Every single one of our premium plays between now and the end of the Super Bowl for $1,500. When you break it down, guys, 4 months, you're getting premium plays for $375 a month. Break it down per week. You're at, what, $90 a week? $95 a week for premium plays consistently all the way through the Super Bowl. NFL, college football, Major League Baseball playoffs. You get college basketball when college basketball starts soon, and you also get the NBA when that starts soon. All right, guys. Week of premium plays, $99. Week of my personal plays, $99. Get on board, guys. Let us make you some money. I look forward to working with each and every single one of you. And if you guys never do get on board, it's okay. I still respect each and every single one of you and value everybody that comes in, hits that thumbs up button, subscribes to the YouTube channel, and helps us grow our cause here, which is only to help you guys. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy your day.
Sí, sí. You ready for Cinco de Mayo? Dame. Let's go, papi. Let's get it. Go. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Hey. What? Let's go.